All right, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to try something a little bit interesting. I'm going to try to delace this wheel, and then I'm going to try to relace it with a boost hub. This came off of the Mongoose Ledge X1. It is a quick release, but I'd love to put a nicer fork on that bike, and I don't want to spend $100 on a wheel, so I bought this very cheap, very inexpensive, through Axle Hub off of Amazon, and it was marked down. I think it was probably 50% off or something like that. I caught it at a deal, and it is Boost with a 15 millimeter through axle. So I'm going to attempt to swap that out and see if I can make that happen. So hope you enjoy the video. So the first thing I'm going to have to do is let the air out of this tire. I was kind of thinking about viewers' rides. I know Wolf Tick Nation does a viewers' ride kind of segment. I think that's a great idea, and I'd like to do something very similar. If you find yourself kind of on my channel and watching my videos, if you have a really cool or a very original or a very old classic, just something cool or something that you're just proud of, email me some pictures of it, and I'll share it. I'll share it in an upcoming video. riceworks@gmail.com. Channel name. Okay. All right. I'm basically going to just go around and loosen each spoke up a little bit. So I don't warp the rim. Doing just kind of like a little half turn all the way around. So you start doing full turns, I think. So if you're disassembling, what I found is leaving a couple in, kind of skipping over one when you got it loose, kind of helps hold this in place. Because once you start going around the circle and taking it apart, the whole thing starts to. I guess it's kind of common sense, but I didn't really think about it. And once I've got all these out, I can kind of double check the length and see if there is see if they are the same or not the same or whatever. But I'm going to try to keep them all. I'm going to try to keep them all together initially, or I probably will anyways, just because my luck, it will be kind of a critical thing that'll end up biting me in the bottom if I don't. Whoops. I just dropped the tag on it. So I'm down to my last two here. You can kind of see everything kind of hanging here. I got all of the spokes that are hanging that were kind of coming in a certain direction from both sides. I've got them laid over here, and they are actually the same length. All right, there we go. And I got all of those out. Now I just have to get these last set right here off this back flange. I'll make my fourth pile Here's the last one. Right there. And that hub is out. Which is pretty cool. Okay, so now we have our new hub here. And I'm going to go ahead and start lacing it up. This is going to go like this, actually, like that. And we're going to do a little bit of a bend there. Get back to this. We're going to the second hole over from the air valve hole. We're going to put this half threaded on. And now from here, we are going to put every other spoke in. I keep putting these in the wrong direction. I had to re-reference my, my video. These all go in like this first. So I was thinking that the flat ones went first, but it's these that had the little buttons kind of poking up that go first. Get every other spoke in. Okay. Now we do that 1, 2, 3, 4. Every fourth hole. Moving around, we're just going to put the nipple half threaded on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. Just going to keep on rolling on around. Okay, now we're going to turn it the other way, like this. Mm. So after getting the wheel tightened up and trued, I put the tire on it, and you can see I've got about 5 thou of run out, which is took a long time to do. And this hub is incredibly heavy. It's actually made of steel. I put a magnet next to it, and it stuck to it. So I kind of wasn't expecting that, I guess. But 15 ounces is pretty heavy. For reference, that aluminum hub was 5 ounces.